This time in the Gadget Show, it's the road trip special.
We grab wacky vehicles, paragliders and bicycles made for two.
Oh, man!
In an all-out dash across country.
I'm up!
Testing the latest tech under extreme conditions.
Let's do this thing!
Yes, it's another quest for glory as the Gadget Show team lead the charge, scaring the pigeons, the fish and definitely each other.
Oh, that was incredible, man!
Hello and welcome to the Gadget Show. Now, instantly, you'll notice that this is a very special and very different kind of show.
Yeah, for one thing, where's the studio gone? It's
Yes.
not here. That's because we're in the great outdoors. Now, I know we do special effects pretty well on the Gadget Show, but I can assure you this is not one of them. This is the real thing. This is actually a beach.
Even though this is the start of the show, we've actually just completed an amazing two-day gadget race.
We had to complete 5 grueling challenges over 4 punishing legs of the race.
And there are a couple of really rather nasty close shaves.
Oh, yeah, and I got teamed up with Polly, and I've got to say, all right, it was a match made in heaven.
Yeah, but she had to start somewhere, didn't she? Hey, Paul?
Just sour grapes, or is it?
No, let's not be forgetting that Team Susie and Otis is quite a formidable team to beat also.
Good point, yes.
And as adjudicator in proceedings, I can definitely testify that this was a close-fought contest.
I'll tell you what, let's get on with it, shall we? Because everybody's probably wondering who, if anyone, came out of this road trip special unscathed.
Our road trip began on the top of a big mountain in Wales. We were split into teams of 2, me and Polly.
Versus me and Otis.
And set a social networking challenge. In our teams, we had to paraglide off the top of the mountain and between us, send as many tweets, videos and photos to social networking sites as possible using the latest in cutting-edge tech.
But there would be no smartphones allowed.
And I'd be down on the ground with my laptop, monitoring their social networking activities to see which team uploaded the most social media between them.
Susie and I would be paragliding first, and luckily for us, conditions were perfect for our run off the mountain.
Or maybe not.
Run!
Right, run.
I, on the other hand, had a textbook takeoff.
Oh, man!
You like this?
Oh, this is incredible!
Oh, there they are. Brilliant, there they are. No sign of any action on the screen yet.
But once in the air, we quickly got busy with our tech. I had decided that I would be the team tweeter, using the iPad WL1130 wearable computer. To connect to the internet and, of course, Twitter, I was carrying a small MiFi dongle in my pocket, which uses 3G to create a small Wi-Fi network around me.
And I was hoping I'd be able to connect to Susie's Wi-Fi network with my digital camera, a Fujifilm Z700, and send our team's photos to Flickr and videos to YouTube via the i5 Pro X2 wireless SD card.
But just as I was about to start tweeting...
I don't believe it. Has this gone off?
Unaware of Susie's problems, I was busy putting footage on my i5. It seeks out Wi-Fi signals. As soon as it finds one, it automatically starts to upload your content. So your photo files and your video files go straight to the social networking media website of your choice, and it's automatically backed up on your computer. Nice! I planned to take as many pictures and videos as I could, confident that in these wide open spaces, I'd easily be able to hook up to the internet using Susie's MiFi.
But unfortunately for Otis, down on the ground, I was getting zilch.
Well, nothing in the way of photos or videos yet.
And Susie still hadn't sent a single tweet.
This is switched off. I don't believe it. The iPad has switched itself off after being completely set up. This is going to be an epic fail if I can't get this sorted.
But I managed to reset my iPad and finally...
Okay, we're back in business! This is ace. Let's what should we type? Let's have a little wahoo.
Back on the ground, the tweets started to arrive.
Wahoo, flying. Yes, you are. Very good.
It had taken a while, but now I found typing tweets on my touchscreen a real doddle.
Sending another tweet using the Zypad. It's a wearable PC.
It's a wearable PC. Oh, that's very informative. Otis was getting really close now, but I still hadn't received any photos or videos from him.
All right, we may be coming quite fast. So
Okay.
Concentrate now.
I'm concentrating.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Yes!
Legs up. Coming into land.
All too soon, we were both back on the ground. Our time was up.
That was incredible, man! As I hadn't managed to upload any photos or videos to the internet, we weren't confident that Susie's tweets alone were enough to win this part of the challenge.
Back up on the top of the mountain, Jason and I were keen to get going, positive that we'd made the right choice of tech to claim victory.
The wind had picked up and was now really strong, so taking off was a bit of a scramble. But after a bit of rolling around on the floor, I finally managed to get airborne.
Go, Jace!
See you, Polly! OK, here we go.
I would be trying to upload photos and videos for our team, and I was pretty confident that my Wi-Fi-enabled Samsung ST5500 camera would be well up for the job. It's got 14.2 megapixels and is capable of shooting 720p HD video. But as I wanted to upload my videos quickly, I selected a low VGA resolution.
So by the time I get to the bottom, hopefully this will be on YouTube!
I was the team's Twitterer and had chosen the PSI XPDA, which is one of the world's smallest and lightest pocket computers, but more importantly, it's Wi-Fi, 3G and Bluetooth enabled.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, 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 wow. The device I'm using is proving very good. The keyboard's nice and physical. The problem is the connection. I've definitely lost connection.
I wasn't feeling too confident either. My camera just didn't seem to be uploading, even though I had a Wi-Fi in my pocket.
Right, one last attempt. No, it's not doing it.
After the initial flurry of activity from Jason, there was now a worrying silence.
The tweets have stopped. Why is that? Has Jason crashed? Where is he?
And I hadn't received any photos or videos from Pollyanna.
No, nothing yet.
The inbuilt Wi-Fi of the Samsung just wouldn't work. The 3G signal my Wi-Fi was using to create a wireless network had become unstable. And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get anything to upload to the internet with the weak wireless signal.
Despite our best efforts, we just couldn't get our tech to work. Before we knew it, we were touching down. The contest was over.
Yes!
Very good. I mean, it all looked great from my vantage point. A great experience, very enjoyable. But this isn't just about enjoyment, it's about results. And unfortunately, I can confirm that neither Otis nor Pollyanna managed to upload a single video or picture during their entire flight.
What was your issue?
Yeah, just couldn't pick up any Wi-Fi. Didn't even upload. Didn't
No,
do
neither
anything.
could I.
Jason did, however, manage to upload a few tweets.
Yes!
Started off at a good brisk pace.
Oh.
But unfortunately,
well done.
after 5 of them, he stopped.
Yeah, about that. The connectivity on this device is a little bit complicated, I have to say. And it wasn't great on the mountain, but the device itself I found very easy to tweet with. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, it's run out of signal.
So just
High
5 tweets.
Thank you. That's all
However, Susie managed to keep up her tweets for the entire flight. Nice measured pace. She managed to do 9.
Yes! High five on that.
Yes! High five for the iPad.
Yeah.
So, Susie and Otis win the first round of this road trip challenge and move into the lead.
Nice.
So, guys, we'll give you that.
Yeah, you can have that.
Oh, yeah, you know what, guys? We'll take it.
Welcome back, and you join us for the second part of our road trip special.
Yeah, this next leg of the race is a real bottom clencher.
Oh, don't clench it now.
It's clenched. I'm actually holding myself up. Look, no arms, no hands. All right?
That's not your bottom.
This part of the challenge, it's brilliant, but it requires real focus, energy and speed, and apparently ridiculous lycra outfits.
Not to mention muscle power and sheer stamina. Hey, check out this calf muscle. Go on, have a feel. Oh, no, don't have a feel. It's weird when you touch me.
Not for me.
The first part of our challenge saw us paraglide off a Welsh mountain in teams of 2.
Go, Jace!
Jason and Polly.
Versus Susie and Otis.
Oh, this is incredible, dude!
We were set a challenge to see who could do the most social networking whilst up in the air using some latest cutting-edge tech.
Wahoo! Flying! Yes, you are.
We had to send tweets to Twitter, upload our photos to Flickr and videos to YouTube.
Susie and I won that challenge hands down thanks to her tweeting expertise.
This is ace.
And so to the second leg of the road trip challenge, which will be a two-part tandem bike race.
What?
Now, for the first part of the race, you'll be riding on the road in your teams. And then for the second part, you will switch to off-road tandems and tackle a challenging off-road course to finish the race.
And boy, did we have some pretty amazing tandems to choose from. For the road section, there was the very latest Cannondale Tandem Racer. Its handmade aluminium frame is designed simply for speed.
And a beefy Raventhorn Adventure. Its steel frame is heavier than the Cannondale, but it has thicker tyres for more grip and control.
For the off-road section, we went all BMX, with a custom-made Odyssey Tandem BMX shipped in from the States.
And an old-school BMX Mongoose with a carbon steel side hack designed specifically for racing.
Now, Susie and Otis, because you won the paragliding, you get to choose your tandem for the first part of the race.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be this one then.
That was a no-brainer. We went straight for the Cannondale Racer.
Which meant that Raventhorn Adventure was ours.
Look, this is a quality ride.
Do you know what it is? Good-looking bit of kit, and I definitely think this will do the job.
So, with the start just seconds away, we sized up our tandems, planned our tactics, and made last-minute final adjustments. This was serious business.
It certainly was. We were already one down in this massive four-part challenge, so another defeat was simply unthinkable.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Jolly good. 3, 2, 1...
Amazingly, Jason and I had made a faster start off the line than Susie and Otis, even with their sexy-looking racing bike.
The tyres on our Meteor Raventhorn gripped the road, giving us excellent stability, and the bike's 14 gears were operated using just one shifter, which made it easier for us to get ahead and take the lead. The bike handled like a dream, and with our four legs pumping, our tandem challenge was off to a flyer.
But we weren't far behind. Our Cannondale was also performing brilliantly, and with rear seat suspension, my gain involved surprisingly little pain. With just a few hundred yards to the halfway point where we'd swapped to the BMX bikes, Jason and Polly were holding on to their tiny lead.
But that slight lead would make all the difference at the swap, with just over a second separating us.
Yeah, but it was a very important second, as it meant Polly and I got our choice of bike, the full-on tandem.
Leaving us with the BMX sidecar chariot thing.
For a bike designed for fun, not for racing, our custom-made Odyssey BMX tandem did a surprisingly good job getting us into the lead again.
Our Mongoose BMX and sidecar combo was no match at the start. Even with Susie standing on one side, it was difficult to control the bike on the uneven terrain.
Come on, Otis! Come on, go! Go!
And we got left behind.
But there was no way we were giving in. Otis gathered together all of his strength and flexed those famous muscles and took control of the bike, forcing our way back into contention.
Come on! Yes! Quick!
As we made our way towards the finishing line, it was becoming harder and harder for the two of us to pedal and control the Odyssey off-road.
Trying to balance the bike with a passenger and pedal full force was taking its toll on our legs.
Ow! Quicker! Ah! Come on! Ow!
With Otis now pedalling with superhuman strength.
Stay with them! Stay with them! Stay with them!
We had their back tyre in our sights, and we were a second from overtaking. Victory seemed just a pedal turn away, when suddenly disaster struck.
Keep going, keep going!
We were off. The handlebar of the bike had got caught in the hedge, and both of us were thrown to the ground.
The race was over.
Hearing Otis fall, we stopped and ran to help.
While Susie had a couple of scratches, Otis had to go to hospital for tests on his hand, so we had to stop the race.
Yes, in true Gadget Show style, yet again, a race had ended with one of our presenters in casualty.
While the rest of us were left working out what to do.
Oh, dear.
Well.
A really dramatic end to the first day.
Not kidding. I just wish that I'd been told that we could do freestyle on these BMXs on the way down.
Oh, yeah, listen.
That endo that you tried.
One word. Sabotage.
Oh, come off it.
2 words. Pollyanna Woodward.
No.
Me? I'm telling you, new girl.
Susie, can I be honest with you? Even though she's in my team, I have a tendency to agree with you.
Yeah, you've trained her.
Do you know what, Jace? Do you want to go on that team, thanks?
Well,
I'll do this one alone.
I can't believe any of that. The fact remains, it's my job, unfortunately under these difficult circumstances, to decide a winner of the second leg. However, the fact remains that Pollyanna and Jason were in the lead when the accident happened.
Were they really?
And they've got a whole team. So I think they actually do win the second leg.
It's harsh but fair, Susie.
Well, congratulations.
Cheers. Right, are you listening? Good, because we're looking for a new member of the Gadget Show team. We need a new researcher, and they look like this. Rob and Hannah loading the weird tandem there into the van. So if you've ever sat on the sofa at home thinking, oh, I'd love to work on the Gadget Show, now is your chance. Go to our website, 5.tv/Gadget Show, where you'll find all the details and an application form. Fill it in, send it back to us, and who knows, you could be joining us on the road, just like these two. Heaven help you.
Welcome back, and you'll notice that Otis still isn't with us. In fact, he's spent the small hours of the morning in A&E. But never mind, it means I get to abandon my adjudicating role and I can join Susie.
Yes, you are now my partner in crime on this awesome road trip challenge. But I would just like to say that Otis is fine. He's sprained his thumb, so he's going to now become the judge.
OK, John, do you know what? You have joined us on our road trip smackdown at exactly the right point.
Have,
because
actually.
what we're about to do, don't you think it's right up his street?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's a race with cars, of which the likes you've probably never seen before.
This is the Flatmobile. Standing just 19 inches off the floor and with a ground clearance of only 2 inches, it's recognised by Guinness Records for being the lowest road-legal car in the world.
And this is the Messerschmitt KR200, a three-wheeled car designed by the aircraft engineer Fritz Fend and produced at the factory of the German aircraft manufacturer Messerschmitt from 1955 to 1964.
How many pieces are you in?
I'm still in one piece, but can't take part in any action. So I'm here to facilitate the next stage of the challenge, okay?
Okay.
It's a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
All right, and you have 2 vehicles to help you. Okay, inside each vehicle is all the equipment and all the clues you'll need to help you find your treasure. Jason and Polly, seeing as you won the last round by default, you have the choice of vehicle. What are you going to go for?
Oof, yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it, Polly? I mean, you've got the bubble car.
Yep.
And then we've got the jet-powered Batmobile. Oh, go on, we'll go for the Batmobile. And
Sounds cool.
You can drive.
Oh,
all right?
awesome.
OK.
It'll be very cosy in the Messerschmitt.
It will, John. We'll look very sweet together.
So we'd chosen our vehicles and we're getting settled in for the third part of our race. Our goals were the same, to get to the treasure hunt destination first.
But there was a catch. We didn't actually know where we were going.
In the car, we found a netbook, along with a piece of paper with some coordinates written down. With no other way of finding our destination, I booted up Google Maps and started entering the coordinates.
Meanwhile, we found a Mio Navman Spirit 500 sat-nav and, strangely, a photograph.
You have to determine what the location is using just the picture and then input it into your sat-nav.
Well, how do we know where that is?
It's a very special sat-nav.
Oh, OK.
It's one of those sat-navs with the
Geotagging.
Hey, they cutting on quick, didn't they? OK, guys.
Right.
The photo was a geotagged picture of our location that had been pre-loaded into our sat-nav for us. The software recognised where the picture was taken and immediately generated the exact address and quickest route. Perfect.
Start the engine. Get going, kids.
Soon it was time for this part of our road trip to start. I could see that John and Susie had their route on the sat-nav and were ready to go, but I was still waiting for the map to pinpoint my starting location.
So, as they left, we decided to follow them. While we waited for our computer to catch up.
As John attempted to lose our tail, I settled back to give him directions from the sat-nav.
We have to go up here and right in 80 yards.
OK, right in 80 yards. I think in first gear so far. It's got a lovely sequential gearbox.
Oh, lovely.
Great! It's just like a motorbike. It's probably right.
The rules of the challenge would mean severe penalties for any speeding or dangerous driving, and so we were all very careful to be good, responsible citizens.
It wasn't exactly difficult to tuck in behind the bubble car, and soon Jason finally had our own route to the destination.
pity these things were killed off by the Mini, really, isn't it? I mean, they're actually quite fun. It's got really direct steering.
Not much room for your luggage.
Not much room for your legs.
Well, I've got a cape. I've got a cardigan cape.
3 miles to the destination.
We were right on John's tail, but now we knew where we were going, we just needed to wait for the right moment to safely overtake and take the lead.
Ah, toll bridge coming up.
Oh, 50p.
We'd seen the toll bridge too on Google Maps, and while John was faffing around trying to find 50 pence, good citizen that he is, we used our flatmobile to its full advantage.
Do it.
And cheekily sailed underneath the barrier, clearing it with headroom to spare.
Thanks to the high barrier and our ultra-low profile, we were now in the lead.
They've cheated. It's a war.
I wasn't going to let Jason get away with that.
Take no prisoners.
The bubble car might not be the fastest car around, but it was no slouch, and soon I had them in the Messerschmitt sights.
But the trouble with being in the lead was that now I had to navigate. I'd been so busy revelling in my dastardly manoeuvre on the bridge that I hadn't kept track of where we were on Google Maps. And mistakenly, I told Polly to turn left.
John immediately saw their mistake and put his motoring credentials to good use. And powered our little German car past their jet-powered flat thing.
That was a great manoeuvre.
I've been overtaken by a bubble.
Oh, no.
Our sat-nav told us the destination was rapidly approaching, and within seconds we'd arrived. First!
We need to look for the treasure.
Quick, Polly. Go.
How did you get here?
Don't worry about how I got here. Now, well done for making it this far. So the next part of your challenge is the actual treasure hunt. So in front of you, you have various metal detecting devices.
That's a pair of shoes.
Yes, and it detects metal. You guys won, Susie and John, so you'll get the pick of the tech and you'll be searching this area behind my right shoulder.
OK.
Jason and Polly, you'll be searching this area over my left, OK?
Right.
Hop to it, guys!
OK.
I quickly decided on the Golden King metal detector, a very advanced-looking electromagnetic detection system.
They want to go for the car. Sorry, Jess.
I wanted the car.
Sorry.
I went for a remote-controlled dune buggy that can detect buried metals down to 4 feet.
Which meant that we were left with a pair of military-spec hand friskers for Polly and a pair of flip-flops for me.
Ooh. So we all had our tech. It was time to get busy hunting for our treasure.
None of us were sure what we were looking for, so all we could do was comb the gravel inch by inch, looking for our buried treasure.
We should go for where the leaves aren't, Polly, because where the leaves are, that's probably untouched.
And, of course, all of
Yeah, the fresh gravel.
Lucky for me, I didn't have to move far, though. I let my car do the work for me. The remote control senses movement from up to 30 feet away.
This actually manoeuvres really well, and it runs on just 3 AA batteries. Rugged little tyres. It's quite a cute little thing.
When the car detects metal, it lets you know by flashing and beeping, and I was hoping to hear something sooner rather than later.
Nothing there.
These little hand-worn friskers are used in the security world and vibrate against your palm when they detect metal.
My treasure hunting flip-flops had a battery pack that you strap around your ankle. When you walk over anything metal, they're supposed to vibrate under your feet.
Clearly, my handheld metal detectors are not designed for frisking a gravelly floor.
I'm not getting anything yet.
In fact, I wasn't sure they were working at all, so Jason and I decided to test them.
Oh!
What?
Yeah, that buzz.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again.
You hear that?
Do it again. Right,
That
that's our
is good.
test with the 5p piece.
So we know that it works.
I was covering good ground with the Golden King and getting some interesting 3D readings on the screen, but nothing of note just yet.
Now, this deep processor radar is supposed to give you a really good 3D picture of what's actually in the ground. It actually processes a lot more information than most normal metal detectors. So it should identify a big thing, which hopefully we're looking for, with confidence.
Nothing there. Actually quite manoeuvrable.
My flip-flops were coming up with nothing, so I tried a different approach.
No, I don't think there's anything.
The metal detecting moonwalk, honestly, I reckon it could really catch on.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Good.
But after a few minutes searching under the gravel, my dune buggy finally found something.
Oh, John!
What have you got?
A beep! Come here, come here.
Brilliant. Hold on, let's see.
Look, look, did you hear that? Listen. Beeping, it's beeping.
Oh, yes.
Yes, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, I've got a maximum. Hooray. Well done.
We've got a tin of something. They found one.
Oh, no. They found it.
Susie and I had won the treasure hunt. Her nippy little remote-controlled car had found a buried tin containing a picture of Portishead Harbour, the final destination for the last part of our road trip challenge.
You want any help?
We know where the last part of the challenge is.
Jolly good.
Hey! Who'd have thought it, eh? This little radio-controlled car winning the treasure hunt.
Isn't it amazing? It's a lovely bit of tech, that,
I
isn't
loved
it?
it. Do you know what? You would have loved this, because it just moves so well. It's beautiful. Thank you.
And the Messerschmitt was great fun to drive as well.
Yes, it was.
Do you know what, though, Jace? We may have lost, but we did it in pure style.
Oh, didn't we? Didn't we look cool cruising around Bristol in that?
Absolutely.
You did look very cool, especially as we were overtaking you, wasn't it, John?
Yeah.
I'll throw that one in.
OK, so I've been taken out of this week's road trip challenge in spectacular fashion after my altercation with a hedge. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you some truly amazing tech that I came across on a recent trip to Canada. So while the others get themselves all pumped up for the final part of the road trip challenge, check out what could soon change the way we interact with our gadgets forever. I promise you, this is quite extraordinary. Now, I don't mind admitting it. As a youngster, I was blown away by the original Star Wars films. Back in the day, I was convinced I was going to be the next Luke Skywalker, battling evil with my trusty lightsaber and awesome Jedi mind control powers. Well, it turns out Darth Vader isn't my father. I never got to handle a real lightsaber, nor did I get a chance to master mind control. But with the last point, there is still some hope. Now, this isn't in a galaxy far, far away. This is Toronto, Canada, where teams of software engineers working for a company called Interaction have come up with one of the most amazing inventions I've ever come across. It allows people to control technology using only the power of thought. Now this I'm excited about, using my brainwaves to control elements in the environment around me. I may yet become a Jedi. The key bit of hardware is a special set of headphones with an extra arm that puts a sensor against your forehead. This sensor picks up tiny electrical changes in the brain that happen when we go from a relaxed to a focused state of mind. Now, how will I know when I'm relaxing and how will I know when I'm focusing? What indicators have you got to show me the way?
We have a whole bunch of feedback.
Yeah.
One is vibration in your chair. One is an acoustic experience.
Yeah.
And then the most powerful, probably, is the game that you're going to be playing.
Believe it or not, I'm now going to try and control the computer merely by concentrating my mind. This training software is designed so as you relax, the galaxy flattens out, and as you focus, the galaxy spins up into a ball. For me, getting relaxed was the easy part. Years of dedicated practice had made me a master.
You're one chilled out too.
But getting focused wasn't as easy.
It is creeping up. You're creeping out of relaxation by the moment.
It took me a good 10 minutes to be able to consistently move the focus bar into the red.
You okay there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not about moving your face. This is not about trying real hard. This is just about focusing, which you may have had problems with in the past.
Yeah, I think I have had. And keeping it there was even tougher. Oh, we got some red, we got some red. We got some red action, get it, get it, get it. No, it's going. Oh, man! But eventually, I finally got the hang of it. Ah, there, see, look, focus. Brilliant. I'm very happy with that. Thank you. Let me get a high five on that. Nice. I was now ready to move on to the next stage, to play a golfing computer game using only the power of my mind. Just like in real golf, you first need to relax, and then you focus on hitting the ball as sweetly as possible. Remember, the only game controller I'm using here is my brain. I definitely felt relaxed, but I needed to focus like never before if I was going to get the club to hit the ball. Concentrate. Concentrate. Yes! Good shot. Got it in. But this amazing technology is even more impressive than that. The system can also be used to control electrical devices within a room, from lights and blinds to toasters. Yes, I said toasters. I'm now going to attempt to toast a piece of bread using mind control. This is how it works. I put my toast in, yeah, and I determine how long the bread stays down, okay, by focusing. Once again, I'm using thought to control the system's computer, which is now controlling the power to the toaster. To keep it on and toasting, I need to be completely focused. To switch it off and to get the toast to pop up, I need to lose focus fast. And the easiest way to do this is to tighten a muscle. So when it's done, I just clench my jaw. It's toast! Listen, listen.
Welcome back to the Gadget Show Road Trip Special.
Yes, we've spent the last 2 days on a breathless race across the country. We travelled through the air, we've been on the road, we've been off-road, on-road and off-road. There was a bit in the middle where we were partially on the road and partially off the road. And then we've done a treasure hunt around a very small section of Bristol.
I originally had the delightful task of judging this marathon.
Yeah, that task is now mine because during one of the legs of the challenge, I decided to throw myself and Susie over the handlebars of a BMX bike. I'm now injured, so can no longer take part. So I'm judging.
So, Susie's team are now in the lead, 2-1.
Yeah.
So, Jace,
yeah,
we have to win this one.
We've got to do this!
Do it!
Bum 5.
So far, we paraglided our way over the Welsh mountains. Raced tandem bikes both on and off-road. And navigated our way over Clifton Suspension Bridge. For a treasure hunt in what were quite frankly 2 of the strangest vehicles we've ever seen.
It had all been building to this glorious conclusion, powering across the high seas in 2 wonderfully fast watercraft to the finish line.
The Marlin 2 hovercraft versus the Sea-Doo RXT X260.
OK, guys, here we are. Take a look here.
Oh!
Yes, just some really cool personal watercraft. Now, Susie and John, seeing as you won the last section, you can choose which of these you're going to use to take part in our race.
OK, well, we have chosen, and our choice might surprise you a little bit, but John and I fancy getting a little bit cosy in the hovercraft.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah, you serious?
Yeah?
Yeah, you see, the thing is, you just don't get the chance to ride around in your own personal hovercraft every day.
There you go, you see.
And you never know, the results might surprise you.
All right, OK.
Wow.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
The Sea-Doo is yours.
Results! Come on, Ollie! Check it out!
Well, listen up. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to jump into your personal watercraft and you're going to hightail it in a straight line all the way to the pier as fast as you can. All right?
What's that?
Awesome.
All the way over there. You can't even see it with your eye because it's so far away.
I hope we can keep it in a straight line.
I knew that John and my preference for the hovercraft was a bit of a gamble, so I was keen to get in a bit of practice with pilot Ben, and quickly realised we may have made a huge mistake.
I had no doubts, however.
Want to see how quick this is? Check this out.
The Sea-Doo was everything I expected it to be. Its hull is designed so you always stay upright in the water at the best angle to ride the waves. It also has the only water braking system around, which means there's no smoother or more comfortable ride on the water.
While Susie was trying to get a last bit of practice in before the start, I felt confident that she could pilot us and the Marlin to victory.
But all too soon, our practice was over, and it was time for the final part of our road trip race.
We're going to win this race or what?
No problem.
All right, let's go back to shore.
We headed back on land and to Otis, who was going to start us off.
The Marlin was parked on the slipway and the Sea-Doo was already in the water.
We were pumped up and ready to win.
3, 2, 1, go! Although Jason and Polly thought they'd have the edge with the Sea-Doo's speed and stability, the race began with a dash to our vehicles, and that's where Susie and I had our advantage.
The Marlin's 1000cc engine was all primed and ready to go. We were off! Eat my spray!
We had to complete a 3-mile flat-out race up the Bristol Channel to Portishead Pier, so a quick getaway was essential.
This was a total disaster. We hadn't realised it would take so long wading out to the Sea-Doo.
We were literally flying, even if we were just a few centimetres up in the air.
This is fantastic!
The race was really a short sprint for watercraft like these, and Jason and Polly hadn't even started yet.
After what seemed like an age, we finally scrambled onto the Sea-Doo and we were away too.
You ready?
Yeah, ready!
Oh, are you sure?
Absolutely!
Let's do this thing!
And with it set to sports mode, it was just a case of hanging on for dear life.
We'd built up a lead of about half a mile, which was just as well, as I was finding the Marlin's handling a bit of a handful.
It's got a 4-stroke, 35 brake horsepower engine and a 6-bladed fan to give it maximum lift out of the water. At only 200 kilograms, it's super lightweight and can reach speeds of 50 miles an hour. But it's a tricky beast to tame.
We had no such problem. At 372 kilograms, the Sea-Doo is almost twice as heavy as the Marlin 2. But its 260 brake horsepower engine means it can reach an amazing speed of 67 miles per hour.
We were accelerating to 30 in less than 1.7 seconds. We ate up their lead in no time.
Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! I'm looking at you! I'm looking at you two guys!
I knew we could take them whenever we wanted to, but I wasn't ready to stop having fun quite yet.
We were having an exhilarating time, even though we realised we didn't stand a chance of winning.
As we approached the finishing line, we decided to finish in style.
Yeah, baby!
Oh! This thing is incredible, isn't it, Polly?
Do you know what? The speed.
It's phenomenal. And action, it's like wrestling a shark driving that thing.
You don't know. That thing is like wrestling a school of sharks, but it was good fun.
It's sort of a soft spot for the personal hovercraft. You know, it may not be the quickest way of getting from A to B, but it's certainly one of the most interesting.
You look like you're having fun out there.
It was great fun. Well done.
That means that you guys have won this part of the challenge. Congratulations to you. That's 2 wins apiece in this road trip special. But there must be a winner, and being judge, it falls to me to choose one. Right, I'd like you to cast your minds back to when you were racing the cars and you came to a toll gate and you guys chose to pay. You guys chose to go under the gate.
Oh, you cheated!
Because of this illegal move, I am awarding victory to John and Susie!
Well done, John!
That is unfair, man.
Oh, fantastic! Well, on that victorious note for John and I, thank you, Otis. That's it. That's all we've got time for on our road trip special. Hope you really, really enjoyed it.
Mate.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.